I want to welcome all of you on behalf of the Interfaith Council of Southern Nevada. It is a joy and a pleasure to see you all here this evening. These Interfaith Forums provide an opportunity for our community to gather around topics that are of concern, that really are practical topics, and the issue of suffering, there could be nothing more practical than that issue. And so we welcome you here tonight, and we appreciate your presence. We want to thank the SGI Buddhist community for their hospitality. How many of you here are in the SGI community, Buddhist community? Oh, Namo Myo Renge Kyo. Yeah.
Show off.
So again, we're just so thrilled that you're all here, and it's a joy to gather as a community around these issues of faith. I want to introduce Sandra Jones, who is the Las Vegas Women's Regional Leader. I think many of you know Sandra.
Good evening. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for attending tonight, and I'd like to welcome you to the SGI Las Vegas Buddhist Center. We like to call this our castle of Kosen Rufu. The word means world peace, and we believe that world peace happens through each individual transforming their life. We call this process human revolution. And with this process, we bring out our highest potential, which we call Buddhahood. One by one, we'd like to create that to eventually affect a whole society of peace. SGI is the Soka Gakkai International, an organization with hundreds of community centers just like this one, all across the world. And in the United States, we have about 90 centers, and in those centers we host a variety of activities. We have our discussion and introductory meetings. We have our monthly World Peace Prayer meetings. We have our youth division Rock the Era activities. And we also, on occasion, host the Interfaith Forum. So, that being said, I'd like to tell you a little bit about how we bring out our Buddhahood. The activities that we do in this hall are designed to encourage people. And so with that, I'd like to ask that no one take pictures of the scroll itself in the Butsudan, the altar, during this time. But bringing out our Buddha nature, we believe involves, to bring out our Buddha nature, it involves one main thing, and that's chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So, in closing this welcome here tonight, I'd like you to join me in chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo 3 times to the Gohonzon, our object of worship. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Thank you, and welcome to our castle of Kosen Rufu.
So again, the topic is suffering, and we have an incredible panel here tonight. We have, to my far left is Candace Ross from the Temple of Goddess Spirituality, and Candace is on our board. And next to Candace is Rabbi Sandy Akselrad from Congregation Ner Tamid. And I think many of you recognize the next gentleman, Mr. Josh Rankin. And then a longtime friend and advocate of interfaith work, Father Bill Kenny. And a wonderful soul from the Sikh community, Amarjit Pannu. And last but not least, Mr. Raul Martinez from the Humanist Association. So the rules here, and I have a small bell, is that each panelist will be given 6 minutes to present on the topic of suffering and the importance and meaning of suffering in their community. And then after the panelist is finished, if you have any questions, please write those down, and Mr. Meacham will come and gather your questions.